Hola, my amigos and amigas.
Hi everyone.
It's Andrew, and I'm here with Elle.
Hi, and I'm Ellie. I'm here with Andrew.
Yeah. So we're rocking and a rolling today.
Rocking and rolling like the Rolling Stones on this beautiful day.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So we'll first start off by sharing the artwork, I suppose.
Yes. So this is my artwork drawn with markers, and it's just random stuff, I guess.
It looks like DNA strands.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going for? Or?
Yes. I was trying to draw like a scene from this video game called Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, but this I guess is like a DNA strands type stuff. So
yeah, I mean, I guess we got genetically superior DNA, right?
I guess so.
Or maybe since I have schizoaffective genetically inferior DNA, right? though I think I'm handsome, so
yeah.
So maybe and I think I'm creative and.
You are.
And so maybe genetically superior DNA. Okay, so now I'll share my artwork. Okay, this one is called Low Executive Functioning. I say, do I really think I'm a man-child? Yes, I lack confidence and independent living skills. I'm getting taken care of. I'm a 38-year-old loser. It's a little harsh, but don't be so sad. Turn that frown upside down. I got Ellie. We're the art class.
Yeah. Right? Don't be so hard on yourself. I mean, you drive.
That's true. That's an independent living skill.
So don't do things. So if you can drive, I think that's good enough.
Exactly. Okay, and the second one I did was the Yorkie.
Emma.
Oh, Yorkie Emma, and she's going woof woof.
Yep. Emma is a cute little doggy.
She's a cute little doggy, that's for sure.
Yep. Yes. And then if she licks your nose, you get stink on your nose. Yeah. Sticky dog tongue and breath on your nose. Yeah. But at least she's cute.
She's a cutie, yes. So we were talking about, obviously, videos of popping acne. Remember you were watching videos of acne?
Oh, Dr. Pimple Popper.
Dr. Pimple Popper, yeah.
My mom used to watch Dr. Pimple Popper. And she was just like this doctor. I forget her real name, but they just called her Dr. Pimple Popper because she pimped people's pimples, boils, whatever.
Yeah, it's a real tongue twister, right? But
Pimple Popper.
Yeah, but
Pimple Popper pimples.
Yeah, but obviously, I find it satisfying.
Yeah, it actually is because. This one man, one time on YouTube, I was watching Dr. Pimple Popper, and she had a guy on there with like a huge boils like sticking out of his forehead, like above his eye.
Yeah.
And then when Dr. Pimple Popper numbed the area, she cut it open with a scalpel, and then it was leaking pus and stuff.
Yeah, it's really satisfying to watch those pimples get popped. Another thing that after getting a root canal, another type of video I watch pretty frequently is root canal videos, and that's kind of fascinating too.
Well, I've never had a root canal. Hi, Anonymous.
Yeah, obviously, they numb the area so you don't feel pain. I mean, if they did it without the numbness,
well, then I'd probably be screaming.
Yeah, no, it would be excruciating. Apparently, teeth are very sensitive. But yeah, they did it on the molar all the way in the back.
Oh.
And it was long. It was, obviously, but now I got a crown so you can see it.
Not really.
Not really. Yeah, you don't even notice. But I did see on social media, some people say root canals can lead to cancer.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And maybe I should have gotten a tooth just pulled, and I don't know.
Who knows?
I thought since I had a good tooth, they were going to make a documentary that they were going to put on, I think, Netflix. But dentistry said no, this is factually inaccurate, and so who knows? Like you said,
whoever knows these days.
Who knows these days? Yeah. But I'm obviously concerned because nobody wants cancer, right?
No.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's better to get a crown.
I got a crown. I got a root canal and they put a crown over it. Yeah. But
I've never had I never had either.
But yeah, obviously nobody wants cancer.
No way. Well, I mean, I've never had a root canal or a crown or cancer, as far as I know.
So you're lucky, I guess. You're lucky. You're lucky.
Yeah. I mean, you've had a root canal, but not cancer.
Yeah.
As far as you know.
I mean, I got a physical last year. I don't think I have cancer yet, and hopefully I don't get it anytime soon. Hopefully I have.
Well.
Same for you.
Yeah. Well, that's why you gotta catch things early.
Yeah, I think I'm high risk. I mean, maybe it's hypochondria. I know, like I've said many times, if you talk to my mother, she always thought she was going to get cancer, and she's approaching 70. She still hasn't gotten cancer. You know?
Hypochondria.
So maybe it's hypochondria. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you got it.
I definitely do.
Because I mean, if you go to the doctor very often, you just be like.
Yeah, they're gonna look at you like you're overly paranoid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to a dermatologist yesterday. It was yesterday? I think it was yesterday.
Oh, I thought it was Wednesday.
Or maybe it was Wednesday, 2 days ago. Yeah, it's okay, Ellie. It's okay. Yeah, they noticed. I was wondering what the red stuff on my face was. Apparently, they say I have a genetic sensitivity to creams and shampoos and stuff. And some people were wondering what that was. It's not skin cancer, but
oh, good.
But yeah, I mean, so you got to be careful and try to use like the hyperallergenic and skin sensitive sunscreens, and it's just obviously, it's just.
Well, Anonymous says it's better to get a crown. So, do you know this from experience, Anonymous? Do you have a crown? Because you said so. Because you just said it's better to get a crown.
He's a random person on the internet, so of course he's an expert, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, they got a crown.
He says he got a crown. He has one too. Yeah, as do I.
Oh, well, I don't because my teeth aren't royalty.
That's true. That's true, really.
But yeah, root canals. I've never had a root canal or a crown, but I have had my teeth drilled in the past. I'd be like, yeah, I'm not going through that again.
Yeah, why'd you have your teeth drilled?
Well, when I was younger, I used to get cavities, and then my teeth would have to get drilled.
Yeah.
And then in 2009 or 2010, I had to get drilling, and they put this tarp over my mouth. And I was like, oh, and they used Novocaine. So then I was like, oh, well, that was a painful experience. I'm not going through that again, and I haven't.
Yeah, like in 2014, I got all 4 wisdom teeth extracted, which I'm like, I'm going to do it all at once. And
okay.
And I did, but obviously you're out of commission for like a few days after that. Yeah.
After the pain, the Novocaine wears off, I think you feel it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you got to eat soft foods for a few days, but eventually.
That's a big cash cow for dentists.
What, getting wisdom teeth removed? Yeah, removing wisdom teeth.
Yeah. I was born with 3 wisdom teeth, but they never caused me any trouble, so I still have them.
Yeah, mine had cavities in them, and at least one of them did.
There's no reason to remove them unless you're having issues with them. Nope, there is no reason to remove them unless you're having issues with them.
Yeah, I definitely had a cavity in at least one, but I got all 4 removed. So, why bother going back, right?
Right.
Did you do it once?
Yeah, right. Because luckily my wisdom teeth don't give me any trouble.
Yeah.
So one time, and but Dr. Pimple Popper, she'll just some of the stuff she pops. I mean, like that one guy with a huge boil on his forehead, and when she numbed that area and popped it, I was like, oh my god, so much pus.
Yeah, no, I know some people might get disgusted, and we were talking about it at a restaurant, so people around us might have been getting grossed out. But I personally find it satisfying.
Me too. It is actually interesting.
Yeah, it's cool to me, but some people might find it disgusting, right?
I'm fascinated by it myself because And then also, my mom used to watch a TV show called The Monster Inside of Me, meaning like people with parasites, tapeworms, bot flies, and things like that inside their bodies. And I'd just be like, oh. Thankfully, I don't have any of that stuff.
Yeah,
as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean, nobody wants anything in their bodies like that, right?
Yeah, I've seen that show. It's gross. Well, I never saw The Monster Inside of Me, but my mom has watched it.
We can get back to serial killers. Speaking of the monster inside of me, I mean, Rex Schumann probably had some.
Well,
he probably had like a monster inside of him, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
And to think, all this time I was going to Gilgo Beach, I had no idea there were bodies buried in the sand dunes. Like,
yeah, it's kind of gross, but you know, they caught him. He's in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no one would ever think to look in the sand dunes, right? For these missing people.
Yeah. No, so Ellie and I were talking, and I was saying how obviously they make movies about serial killers, like the Zodiac Killer, the BTK Killer, and such.
Oh, ones whose name they don't actually know.
Yeah. And
can you imagine the people who live on his block? Well,
he actually lived one town over for me. He was in Massapequa Park.
Well, now he's in jail.
Now he's in jail. I mean, I don't know if his family has fled the town, but yeah, he was in Massapequa Park. I'm Massapequa, the next town over, so I was within walking distance of his home. Really, I could have run into him hypothetically.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know it. His wife is still living there. Oh, she's still living in a house that she shared with a serial killer.
Apparently, he says, you know, he committed the murders when the wife was on vacation, and who knows?
Who knows the real story?
Yeah.
His wife is sleeping in the basement where he killed his victims.
It's kind of creepy.
Oh, yes, that's creepy. All right.
Yeah.
Kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of creepy, right?
But I mean, I suppose Gilgo Beach at night is a great place to dump the bodies.
Yeah, no, especially. I mean, I'm sure the police surveillance the area now because of what happened. But you know, back in like 2010, maybe it was pretty desolate there in the wintertime. You know.
Yeah, there's a new documentary about him.
Yeah.
Well, yes, he's the Long Island serial killer.
Yeah.
And they were able to get a name for his DNA.
Yeah, they got his DNA from a victim, and he confessed to all the murders. So they pretty much got him. I mean, you know, with undeniably, right?
Right.
Yeah.
There have been a few docs. Oh well, I believe that because sometimes.
Well, they obviously they found micro DNA on a victim, and they got his DNA from a pizza crust, and that's how they undisputably linked him to the murders. And apparently, he was obsessively Googling the victims, which obviously raises red flags.
Well, obviously it does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because serial killers look up their victims, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, but obviously they had the DNA. They got it from a pizza crust, and now he's in jail. So.
Well, at least he's not a cannibalistic serial killer like Jeffrey Dahmer.
That's true.
Or the killer clown like John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I mean, oh my god.
Yeah, it's bad stuff, right?
Totally.
Yeah, we were talking about obviously movies about serial killers, and we were saying, you know, obviously Hollywood has to tone it down to an extent, because if they really showed like sadistic, you know, torture and, you know, like the victims begging for their lives and cry, I mean, that would obviously horrify the general public, and they got advertisers to answer to and things like that. So, you know, most people go to the movies to have a good time, to enjoy themselves, to smile, to laugh. Usually, I mean, they go with their husbands or wives or boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever, families. And if you saw like a serial killer really disturbingly victimized, I mean, it would just be, you know, like it wouldn't be getting aired in Levittown movie theater, you know?
No, and plus in real life, there's plenty of serial killers in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so they have to tone it down and make it sensationalistic and fun for the whole family, you know, because if they made it really true, it would be really disturbing, right?
Yeah, because I mean, like horror films about ghosts and other supernatural beings is pure fiction,
Hmm.
but movies about axe murderers, serial killers, and cannibalistic serial killers, well, those people exist in real life.
They do, and as you said, reality can be scarier than, but also it could be fun.
Yeah.
It could be fun, and also sometimes feel good stuff is good too. I
Yes.
mean, a lot of movies end with like a feel good Hollywood movie.
Yeah.
A lot of movies end happily ever after. I mean, it's kind of an unrealistic message to send, but people don't really go to the movies typically to get bummed out.
No, because they have enough. Because there's enough bumming to get bummed enough in real life.
Yeah, so people usually like the happy endings.
Yeah.
Because it usually makes people go home feeling good.
Well, but in real life, things aren't rainbow and sunshine all.
I mean, and sometimes it's not even like some people work at a fast food restaurant at 70 years old and they retire without applause and people recognizing them, and that's okay. I mean, I'm sure they see the movie and they escape there and they smile and they laugh and they have a good time. So people who say, "Oh, entertainers retiring is so sad," and it's like
There's
they're making millions of dollars, right?
There's so much true crime on TV. Yes, there is, and also YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
Because nowadays with YouTube, people make videos about like the top 10 whatever, like mysterious disappearances, unexplained murders, that type of thing.
Oh yeah, we talked about this many months ago, like shows like America's Most Wanted and Unsolved Mysteries, and how they have to obviously sensationalize those shows because otherwise it would be really boring.
Yeah.
I know there was a show, Long Island's Most Wanted. Obviously, they probably should have put the Gilgo Beach Killer on there.
Yeah.
When he was active, but it was really boring. It was a snooze fest. It's like, oh, this guy stole a DVD player.
Well, yeah. What's so exciting about that?
Yeah, it was really boring. And so obviously shows like America's Most Wanted sensationalize it and dramatize it to make people to not put people to sleep.
I was just watching one where the guy's mom found a human head in his closet. Oh my god, that sounds like so morbid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, is this that with that serial killer? Well, Jeffrey Dahmer, he was a cannibalistic serial killer.
Right.
So just that in real life, there's serial killers and killer clowns and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty improbable that you're going to get attacked by one of them, but it can, technically speaking, happen.
Well, you have like a 1%. Well, you have a higher chance. You have a higher chance of getting murdered by someone you know.
That's true. Yeah, most crimes are usually domestic in nature. It's very rare that you get randomly attacked by a serial killer, but
a random person.
Though it can happen, right?
Well, like in your family, and he told the police he had high functioning Asperger's.
Yeah, so most crimes are obviously domestic in nature. But people can randomly attack victims on the street, and nobody can know who they are. But it's more rare, right?
Yeah, you just have a higher chance of getting.
I mean, like if you go into New York City at Penn Station and you see the homeless drug addicts, there's a very good possibility if you don't act tough and keep walking and walk with confidence and have $40 in your shoe. There's a good possibility that you could potentially get victimized. So don't look like a tourist. Walk with confidence, and you don't
pretend that you know what you're doing.
Exactly. Act like you belong, and don't act like a tourist.
Well, I've been to New York City many times throughout my life, so I know the do's and don'ts.
Yeah. Okay. I think that about does it. We had a good day.
And also. Today, after my shift ended at work, I had pork chops, mashed potatoes, peas, and applesauce at my mom's house, which was really good.
Yeah, I saw a friend from New York City, and I got a Gaelic burger with sauteed onions and I think a piece of bacon on there, which was pretty good too. So we both had filling lunches, or you had a late lunch, early dinner.
Yeah.
So okay, I guess
So-
I guess that covers it. And adios, my amigos and amigas.
Oh wait, this is like a few more minutes.
Okay.
And then-
Okay, we'll see everybody again soon. And yeah, we'll rock and roll, Ellie.
Yeah, we always do.
Adios. Have a happy Friday. Have a great weekend, and I'll see Ellie again soon.
Yes.
Peace out, my amigos.
Peace out.
Okay. Okay, that's cool.